Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. Well, and what are some of the threats that you guys are experiencing right now in some of those areas?
I think the threats that we experience are the kind of perennial threats that you find throughout the world. Essentially,
Hmm.
people who are greedy don't respect the laws, and they will go into protected areas and tear down trees and plant, some crop that they can profit on.
Yeah.
And dealing with that is something we do in partnership, of course, with the government.
Hmm.
Um, we're dealing with, of course, people who are not as well educated in these areas. So we continue to push forward as far as we can because COVID has kept us out of
Yeah.
some of the villages for a period of time, as you would imagine.
Right.
And, orangutans are still being killed in traffic. The babies are still being trafficked. So, being able to call attention to this and to work with our partners in the field who are helping the police and the forest um, police
Hmm.
interdict and deal with some of these perpetrators is really important as well.
Right.
Also, helping locals um, in their need to even go to court.
Mm.
Part of what we do also is to help stand behind them, financially helping them to be able to fly to a case somewhere, so they can make sure that the big corporation doesn't get away with it.
Right.
So there's still illegal palm oil plantations
Yeah.
being made, and of course that is done at the expense of the biodiversity,
Sure.
particularly of the forest there. So those threats are still out there.
Yeah.
I will have to give Indonesia a pat on the back for actually reducing deforestation for a period of time
Good.
through their efforts. The moratorium on palm oil, which sunsetted actually 2 days ago, and we're waiting to see whether the president continues the moratorium because it's had a beneficial effect, of course, buying time on the forests
Right.
there. But you can do something in Jakarta.
Okay.
But if the people in the field, in the outer islands,
Hmm.
don't respect that, things can happen and go sideways.
Right.
So we have to always be vigilant, and we can't, as foreigners, be too vociferous about this. But
Right.
we have our partners in Indonesia who are monitoring this. There are organizations who are sometimes taking a risk, but they are monitoring. And of course, we have satellite data,
Hmm.
which helps all of us keep an eye on what's happening. And I think that's really important,
Yeah.
how technology is now coming in to help us do our work. I'm really proud that we are, embracing the technology and
Absolutely.
trying to implement it where we can. But it's slow going. It's
Yeah.
like everything that you do. It takes time.